Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Savage and Six. Sorry it took me a little while to do the video. The man standing beside me right now is James. James,
Hello, everybody.
hello everybody. So for those of you guys who don't know James, James won the Savage and Six Summer, and he's done how many challenges so far?
Oh, I think this is going on 4.
Four challenges, and James has been down for the last 10 days. Unfortunately, I haven't had as much time to go out and spend some time with these guys. We have done a few little things, but we've just been busy. It takes a lot of work to set up the challenge. So James started with me probably a lot like a lot of you guys did. James got dragged down by his girlfriend, right?
Yeah. Lisa dragged me in. She did the first 12-week challenge with Xenia,
Yeah.
and I came in the next one.
He's fighting, he's fighting with the dogs right now. I've got you'll meet them. A Senior Burrito, who is a spirited little bulldog, and then we picked up a rescue dog. But I just wanted to introduce James. How many pounds have you lost, James?
Since I started doing the challenges, I'm at about 92 pounds down. In total, I'm down 90 pounds.
Yeah. So I just wanted to introduce you guys to James. This is a little bit of motivation. He's been up here hanging out for the last 10 days.
And it's been great.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping that this is not the last. It is what it is, guys. You'll hear a lot of Burrito. I'll introduce him. Hey, Burrito, hey, stop. Hey, spray. I'm going to spray you. Anyway, I wanted to introduce James just to give you guys a little bit of motivation. James is still doing the challenge with us. This is Senior Burrito. And James is a super cool guy. I've also invited him to come down anytime he wants, and our doors are open to him. So I just wanted to introduce James and just say a little hello from James. The thing about James is like his execution is perfect, right? He asks questions, he just follows the plan, he executes. If he makes a mistake, like everybody's going to, he just readjusts and keeps on going. So I just wanted to introduce you guys to him before we really kick this off. Just James. James is a perfect example of what you can do when you really put your mind to this challenge. So I want to thank you for popping in, buddy.
Absolutely.
Enjoy some fun, and we'll see you in the morning.
For sure. Yeah. Good luck, everybody. Take care.
This is the first video. And anyway. Okay, so those are my dogs. I'll see you after, buddy. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, cheers, man. So I just wanted to introduce James to you guys, just so that you guys have an idea of what's possible, like when you really just put your head down and work. And James has done that in just about every single challenge. I mean, he's gone from being a relatively overweight guy to a guy that pushes me at the gym since he's been down here. So he's just a really good example of everything that you can accomplish when you put your mind to it. And James wasn't special. He hadn't worked out in a while. The thing that James had that has really kind of set him up for success is just that iron will to succeed. He decided in his mind that a life change is what he's wanted to do, and he's done it. So I got so much to talk to you. I'm sorry about the chaos with the dogs. I know it's a little bit unprofessional, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm pretty candid in my videos. I do have dogs. They are crazy, but I love them. So you'll see them from time to time. They'll make weird noises. We're kind of a small mom and pop shop. Sonia and I have been training most of our lives on and off. But the thing that makes us real is in all these videos, I'm not going to pull any punches on you guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm going to talk very candidly about certain things that make people uncomfortable. And I'm going to give you absolutely every tool in my book for you guys to be able to succeed in doing what you're doing. So without further ado, I'm going to move into some of the things. I've got so many things I want to talk to you guys about. It's going to be a longer video. So for the veterans who have done this a bunch of times, please bear with me. For some of the newer guys, I'm going to talk about quite a bit of information here. I'm not going to talk about too much information, but just some good starting things. Number one, a lot of you guys have probably looked at the workout and you're like, oh man, what have I gotten myself into? And I know that feeling. The truth of the matter is if you work out the same way you've always worked out, you're going to get the results you've always gotten, right? And I also want to be real, and I want to say this too. Like, nothing in life is ideal. You know what I mean? You're not going to nail every single day. If you're looking at these workouts and you're like, oh man, and it's a new learning experience, and you're trying to figure out the exercises, there's going to be hiccups. And I build that into these plans, the fact that there's going to be hiccups. So all I really want from you guys is your best. And I know that sounds pretty generic, and a lot of the guys who have heard me talk before understand what I say when I talk about your best. Your best is different from day to day, from hour to hour, from moment to moment. But as long as at the end of the day you can go in the mirror, you can look yourself in the eye, and you can say, I gave the challenge, I gave my life, I gave myself, and I gave my health the very best that I could today, then you can go to bed sleeping well. If you have an hour and you got to try to squeeze in as much of the workout as you possibly can before you go to sleep, do the best you can. You know what I mean? You won't nail every day. So I recognize that nothing is perfect. Just give it everything that you got. If you're having problems, reach out. If you have a question, I really want to encourage you guys this time around to post it in the group, because I want to take those questions, I want to bring them into the group, and I want to discuss them. I don't care if it's negative. I don't care if it's a hard question. I don't care if you're pissed off about something. It doesn't matter to me, because there's information that we're going to talk about that's going to help other people. So please reach out. Um, Number one, guys, water consumption. Water consumption should be in between 4 to 6 liters a day. And at first, you're going to look at me. You're going to say, Matt, that's a lot of water. I'm not going to drink 4 to 6 liters a day. And the reason why you need to drink 4 to 6 liters a day is that our body is comprised of the majority water, over 70% water. In fact, our vital organs, such as our brain, are over 80% water. But not only that, water is the life essence of everything that we do with our system. Water, water ultimately is responsible for nutrient absorption. It's responsible for energy levels. When you're dehydrated, your energy levels drop drastically. Brain function, nutrient transportation, absorption. Water is the key, and by drinking a healthy level of water, because you're going to be sweating more than you normally sweat, and by drinking 4 to 6 liters a day of water, you're going to allow your body to be able to flush out those toxins, flush out the waste, and really start to clean out your body as you start moving towards kind of like a healthier status. What I do recommend is this, guys. Number one, get yourself a water bottle. I know it sounds stupid, but get a water bottle, make ice your friend. If you're having a hard time getting the water down, I suggest that you add in True Lemon and a little bit of stevia and some ice, and just shake it. It's like lemonade, and it's actually really, really enjoyable to sip. I'm telling you right now that if you're stuck on drinking 500 milliliters of water a day, you will not do as well as you will do drinking enough water and staying hydrated. It's not going to work. So 4 to 6 liters of water a day. It seems like a lot at first. Once your body adjusts, and your hormone levels adjust, you're going to be thirsty all the time, and your body's going to be craving it. Workouts, guys. There's a lot of rep. There's a lot of volume. I'll talk more about this as we move on, but my whole philosophy is I'm 34 years old, right? I've done the bodybuilder thing. I've been huge. I've lifted that heavy weight. Here's the problem with lifting heavy weight. Heavy weight will get you strong. Lifting really heavy weight will get you strong, but it won't get you big. And it won't necessarily give you the muscle definition and the aesthetics that you're looking for. You know what else it'll do is it'll get you injured, right? And what I absolutely am trying to avoid with you guys is injury. I'm going to talk a little bit more about stretching tomorrow. I want everybody to do a regular stretching program. We'll talk a little bit more specifically about how, what, where, why. But the reason why I have cardio in at the start of your workouts is so that you get the body moving and you get the blood flowing, you get the joints warmed up. There's no point in going out there and killing every workout if at the end of the workout you're tearing out your shoulder. There's no point in killing this challenge and looking amazing by the end of this challenge if you're going to come out of here and you've destroyed your joints. The whole focus of the training style that I prefer and the training style that I preach is just nice, slow, controlled, right? It's not about ego. This whole challenge, ego is a non-consideration in this, because you just get, I've had the young kid come in, and I've been that young kid who's come in, and when I've been curling weights, you know what I mean? I'm doing nice, slow, controlled, contracted, even 35s. And the kid comes over and he picks up the 60s and he's throwing them around. You don't get the same muscle work from nice, slow, controlled contractions. We'll talk about this a little bit more. But guys, please do not stack on too much weight. Get used to the weights, get used to the rep ranges, and that's going to allow you to stay injury-free. That's going to allow you to get stronger, and it's actually going to deliver you larger results in the end. We're not here to lift heavy weight. We're here to lift medium weight slowly. And that's one of the whole principles behind these workouts. That's how they're designed to be done. So leave the ego at the door, right? We don't want to get injured. We just want to get into shape. Diet plan. Some of you guys are probably going to feel a little bit hungry. I'm going to get a little bit into a little bit of the science on hunger and why we're feeling hunger right now. Number one, drink your water. Number two, there are quite a few free foods out there. Jello, sugar-free Jello is one of the primary free foods that I prefer. A little bit of sugar-free Jello. It's got like 5 calories. It's really good at kind of helping the sweet tooth. Make sure you're consuming that water. And we'll talk a little bit. You're going to be hungry. Maybe, maybe not. There's a lot of veggies in your diet, but until your body adjusts from a lower glycemic carb source, from carbohydrates that are digested more slowly, which are actually more efficient for your body and will spike your insulin less, you may get a little bit hungry. Make sure you're drinking enough water. If you're really, really hungry, reach out to me. Let me know. We can do something with your meal plan. I don't want to see you guys hungry. I just want to see you eating more of the right foods. However, if you start going off your meal plan before we have time to see where exactly your meal plan is going to bring your physique, then we're in for a world of trouble because we have nothing that's measurable. I'm going to start making adjustments to your meal plan, and you haven't necessarily had the time to allow it to work. So please let me know if you are hungry. I can provide you with solutions. I can help you. We can have a Facebook talk. We can figure things out. I've got the solutions. So don't stress about it. Just reach out, contact me, and we'll go from there. Supplements, guys. Starting supplements. I want to talk to you about a few little things. 4 things that I recommend. Now, some of you guys said no protein powder, and I completely am okay with that. The truth of the matter is, real food is so much more potent than protein powder because it contains digestive enzymes. However, as a fitness guy, I do use protein as a supplement. And the thing is, these are supplements to real food. They're supplementary to real food. Real food is king, absolutely, in all situations. However, in order to be able to get the maximum amount of nutrients that you want to be able to sustain your body and make the growth, getting it from real food can be very difficult because a lot of food is very high in this, but also very high in carbs, or very high in fat. So I do use supplements. You don't necessarily have to. It is possible to eat a balanced diet without supplements, but I do use supplements. I want to talk about a few really quickly, and I apologize if I'm speaking really fast right now. I'm just trying to cram in as much information as I can to be able to get you guys kicked off and started on the right foot. Protein powder is one. For lean gains, highly suggest an isolate. This is Iso Caramilk by Yummy Sports, which is actually one of my favorite types of protein. Extremely low in carbohydrates, 0 sugars, 0 fat, and 27 grams of protein. So I typically take this, I'll mix it in with a little bit of water, and I'll slam it. There are other alternatives, and maybe we can all have a competition at some point and just talk about different recipes that are low calorie for protein shakes. But for anybody who does have protein in their diet, I have put it in your diet. Make sure that you either get the protein that I specified, or if I specified protein isolate, make sure you pick up a protein isolate of another kind. If you have any questions on protein, which one's good, feel free to reach out, drop me a little DM, I'll get back to you. Another thing that I highly, highly recommend that you guys get is vitamins. So this is VitaStack. This is one of my favorite by Allmax. I'm in no way endorsed by Allmax, but I do love it because it literally has every vitamin underneath the sun for everything from heart function to cognitive function to joint and cell repair. They come in these horse packs. VitaStack is my favorite. Animal Pack as well by Animal Nutrition is very good. I typically take one first thing in the morning or about half an hour before my pre-workout. It has absolutely everything that you need. We'll get a little bit more into, people ask me, Matt, do vitamins have the same absorption as real food? The answer is no, they definitely don't. Real food is always king. However, to find the same amount of vitamins and nutrients that you would in here, in real food, you would be eating a lot of food. You would also be eating a lot of fat, a lot of carbohydrates, and a lot of other issues. So while the absorption isn't there, I still believe that it is beneficial to take a multivitamin. I don't believe your typical drugstore multivitamin is going to be sufficient. I do recommend that you go out and you get one of these full packs from a nutrition store. Not as good as real food, but still extremely, extremely effective. I want to talk to you just about 2 other things. I know I'm slamming you guys with a lot of information. I just want to make sure that you're getting everything, you're getting off to the right foot, and that you guys feel confident moving into this challenge. If you have any questions, please do post them in the group below here, because if you're wondering something, somebody else is too. So these are branched chain amino acids. This one is the BCA Supreme Soda Series Cola. Not a huge fan. It's been sitting around for a while. Some people love it. Branched chain amino acids are the building block of protein, right? Protein is the building block of muscle. These are extremely effective. If you're looking to stave off hunger as well, I suggest that a couple of scoops of these, the fruit kind, mixed into a shaker in between meals, also does a really, really good job of helping stave off hunger. This is kind of one of those cheats BCAAs. I also recommend that while you're training, during the time that you're training, you put one of these in your cup as well. It'll help reduce the amount of muscle breakdown that you're experiencing. It'll help give you more energy. I also find that it helps give me a better pump when I'm at the gym. It gives me a little bit more volume, and that I'm able to increase my workload. We're going to talk about some of the hype and some of the truths behind supplements, but that's something for another topic. I just kind of want to give you a little introduction to things that I think you should be taking. This is also a possibility as well. There's a lot of different kinds. Now, these are Pharma Greens by PhD. Progressive Greens also does a really good job of these too. And it's basically a bunch of phytonutrients and green nutrients that are packed into one scoop. And what these do is they actually increase your digestion process, as well as the absorption of nitrogen, and they also help to balance out the acidity in your body. And we'll touch on that a little bit later too. But a green supplement, a lot of these different kinds, they're all pretty effective. If you're looking for one that I recommend in particular, it would be either Progressive or Pharma Greens. I believe there's another one which is really, really good by Animal too. So if you want some suggestions for that, please reach out, please talk to me. Another thing that a lot of people take, which some people will and some people won't, is a pre-workout. And pre-workout is typically a bunch of amino acids that give you volume as well as caffeine to energize you before you go to the gym. If you have heart problems, it might be something that you want to talk about with your doctor before you ever take any of these. In fact, I recommend you talk to your doctor about taking any of these supplements if you have any medical issues or if you have any reason to believe that they could give you a hard time. So it's a lot of information to pack in. I apologize for that. The last thing I wanted to mention to you guys is make sure that you get me your photos. So your starting photos should be taken with either a newspaper or simply 3 photos, one from the front like this, holding the newspaper, or a tablet, or anything that has universal time. One from the side, of course, doing the same thing, and then one from the back, where I can see the tablet, as well as you standing on a scale with the picture, and the scale and the tablet and your feet in the same picture. And that's just to keep things accountable, right? So that people aren't using a picture from 2 years ago to start out with a challenge. So everybody's fair and the competition is good. Now that only applies to the people who are doing the regular Savage and 6. If you're doing Savage and 6 Lite, I do recommend you take those photos because it's going to help you. It's going to help your progress. And it's going to allow you to track. There is a part of the app in which you can upload those photos, as well as there was an Excel spreadsheet that went out to everybody to be able to track your stats. So I do recommend that even if you're doing the Savage Lite, you do that. If you're doing the Savage and 6, you need to do that to be eligible for the prize. So if you have any more questions on that, feel free to reach out. Look, I know it's a ton of information. I know some of you guys are probably looking at this for the first time like, oh crap. But I'm here to tell you one thing, and this is the honest to God truth. James will count to it. I'm not just in this industry to make money. I made money. I did really well in the oil industry, but it didn't feed my soul and it didn't feed my heart, and it wasn't what I loved to do. I've been working out since I was a kid. I've done some high-level kickboxing. I played rugby for my province senior men's team when I was 15 years old. I was heavily involved in bodybuilding, although I didn't do a lot of shows and fitness. And now I do a lot of jiu-jitsu, martial arts, kickboxing, that kind of thing. But what I'm trying to get at is I understand sports. I understand what it is to be able to push yourself, and I also understand what it's like to start out, and I understand what it's like to have those feelings of insecurity and to not know. And I'm not better than anybody by any stretch of the imagination. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. And the way that our business grows and the way that we get better is by making you guys better, because 99% of our business comes from referrals. So I am here to let you know that I do care. I do care about your progress. I do care about you helping or about helping you out. If you have a question, please shoot it to me. I'm not always going to be able to answer it right away, but I promise you I will get to it. There's nothing that we can't solve. All that I ask is that you show me the same respect that I show you, and I will be extremely respectful to you because I appreciate you guys taking the time to do this challenge and to be here with me and to help me guide you through it. Third thing that I'm going to ask is that you're honest with me, guys. You just got to be honest. If you had a bad week, things happen. If you had a bad week, if maybe you had a death in the family, something happened, you took down a full cake, I don't care. It's not that I don't care to give you a hard time, but I just don't care in terms of judging you. I'm here to find you solutions. I'm here to find you overcome. I'm here to there's nothing that I haven't dealt with before. Not every day is going to be perfect. So if you're having issues, just be honest with me, because I promise you, I've heard it all before, and I want to see you get the best out of this challenge. You guys paid for it. I'm here to help you because I legitimately care, and because by helping you, it's ultimately helping us. So that's all I have to say for today. I'm sorry it's a 20-minute video. If you have any questions, please post them below. I'm going to be doing lots of videos over the next little while. For the vets who have done this before, I apologize for the repeat information. It's just really important that I speak about some of these things with the newer guys who are coming in. So we got a ton of things to do, guys. I'm going to be joining you guys in the workout starting tomorrow as well. And thank you so much for joining Savage and Six. I'm really excited to be working with you guys, and I'm really excited to take the next step and see what we can do in the next 6 weeks. I promise you the programs work. I promise you I won't steer you wrong, and I promise you there's nothing we can't overcome. That's all I have for tonight. You guys have an awesome night. I will see you soon.